Now, as far as when you make the beat, do you generally make the same type of beat or the same style of beat every time?
Yo, what up? It's your boy Excalibur Zero, the music producer you can grow with. And today what you're going to be watching is a call that I had with a person who bought my sync licensing course. He found me on YouTube and actually bought the course, and we had a conversation. He watched the course. He sent me an email saying that he had a few more questions. So what we did was we jumped on a call, and this is a recording of that actual call. Yes, a lot of great questions that even I wouldn't really think to ask because I've already been in this field for about 6 years. It's really gonna help someone who's trying to get their foot in the door for TV placements, whether you're a producer, rapper, whatever it is. This is really gonna help you understand the type of requirements and how to really get those placements that you're trying to look for. So what kind of questions did you have and stuff like that as far as getting your beats placed, and what exactly were you trying to get done?
So one question that I had is just seeing how would you lay your beats out? I was actually at the hotel just watching TV.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I don't really watch TV. I watch like Netflix and things like that. And every commercial that came on, I was just listening to the beats, and I see that they take certain parts that they want. So I was just wondering how would you lay it out?
So for the most part, there's like a formula to it. I mean, a lot of the tracks are gonna be the same type of style, but depending on the genre of the track, the format kind of is this. It's like an intro with like a snare roll or like a cymbal roll, something that transitions you into the actual track, like very quick,
Okay.
like a little snare roll or something. And then into the track, it starts basically the hook. And you got like a light version of the hook where it's like, let's say you have like the drums with the melody, and then you have that for about 4 bars. And then for the next 4 bars, you're gonna have that same type of hook, but then you just add like a hi-hat or like a lead or something like that. That gives it a little bit more energy. And then after those 4 bars are done, you're putting it back into like a verse section or a B section where it's like really light. You're bringing really light elements, like maybe like the bass. You're taking out a lot of the drums, keeping a little bit of minimal drums. And that way, when you're doing that, a lot of the times that's the section where the dialogue's gonna be. So the first part's where the scene's gonna transition to. They're gonna have like a B-roll of like a city or something like that. And then that second section is gonna be where the dialogue is, where they're talking or they're chatting or you're talking about whatever there is that they're, the scene's about. And that it's gonna be very light. And then after that, it's gonna build back into the A section. And that, it's about a minute. That's all. That stuff lasts about like a minute or a minute and a half. Your track usually is going to sit between a minute and a minute and a half. It's not going to be too long.
Okay. So, now as far as when you make the beats, do you generally make the same type of beat or the same style of beat every time, or you switch up?
It depends. So I work with 2 different libraries right now that I'm mainly sending music to. One of the libraries, I get requests. Like I literally just finished up right now a request for Real Housewives of New York. And they asked for a specific style of track. It was like some salsa, like hip hop type of track. But usually when you'll work with libraries, they'll ask for albums and you'll make 10 styles of the same track. So it's 10 styles of a trap beats, or 10 styles of drill beats, 10 styles of like comedy beats, which are like a little bit lighter and like more reality TV with like the pizzicatos and stuff. So it depends on the track, but before you're making your music for the shows, you kind of have like an idea of what direction you want to go and stay on that. And you're basically like making these little mini albums.
Okay. So when you're making those 10 tracks, how long do you have to make that if it's custom? Or do you already have many tracks on standby that you take, or you switch it up, or it's ready already, or how does that work?
That's a good question. So I usually make tracks from scratch. I don't really have anything on standby that I send out unless like I have an idea and I just have it on the side. But usually I make stuff from scratch, and I go in there and I pretty much visualize, okay, what am I trying to make this music for? So back in like May, I got a request that this guy, he wanted one of the libraries wanted 10 hip hop trap high energy tracks because the NBA was about to return. The NBA was coming back. So he asked me to make these 10 like high energy tracks. So I came in, just made 10 trap beats, just like high energy, like Anthem, Jeezy's type of stuff, like stuff that really get you like stuff you can see in basketball, like you'll see in a basketball game and stuff like that. So That's kind of the way that I visualize when I go in. And then I save templates. So if I have a track that I make, I can save that as a template, use the same drums, and then rearrange some of the melodies and stuff like that, or just use out different synths and different VSTs and kind of keep the same feeling. And that way I'm working faster too as well. I have more tracks that I'm making in the meantime.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
Saving templates and things like that.
always do that, man.
Okay.
I always do that. Like I have so many different templates. Like you're gonna see in the course that comes out. I'm gonna give it to you for free, by the way. I'm just gonna send it to you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's gonna be like I'm gonna show the different styles of genres, and in those genres, it's gonna be like comedy stuff that you'll hear like on Real Housewives and stuff like that, or like the Kim Kardashian shows. Like drama and tension, like stuff where it's like they're fighting or they're arguing or something, like there's drama going on. So there's different styles or genres, and I'm gonna clarify that, and then I'm gonna show each way to make like a comedy track or a drama track. And I'm gonna show my screen. I'm gonna have a template and stuff like that. What do you use? What DAW are you using to make beats?
Right now, FL Studio.
Okay, yeah. So it's gonna be on FL Studio. That's what I use as well. So I'll have some templates over too as well. That should really help to get the foot in the door. That templates that I've created that I use for the tracks that I make. So that should help out too.
Actually, going into the next question. So now I'm in the process of trying to get into a music library. They want me to have 3 to 4 tracks to showcase. What would be the best style? What would it be the best to show to get into the library?
It depends. So like,
showcase?
I would definitely go and send out tracks that showcase your talent, like what you specialize in. So whatever style of tracks that you like to make, I will go in and give those examples because it's going to be a good example to showcase your best work. But I will clarify as well, let them know like this is the type of music that I do make, but I'm willing to make whatever style you need. That I'm comfortable with or whatever, and I know this isn't formatted for TV. If it is formatted for TV, that's dope. That's going to be even better. But I know this isn't formatted for TV. These are just examples. Let me know if you need more or something like that. That's what I would do. I would send out like my best like 10 tracks. When I first started getting into libraries, I was sitting in I was showing them tracks that like I was trying to flex. Like I was trying to like show like tracks that I was proud of. So it doesn't need to be specifically for TV when you're getting your foot through the door for examples. This needs to be something that showcased, your music capabilities.
Okay. Also, yeah. So as far as since it's going to TV, you have to on your end, you have to send in the track already mixed and mastered, correct? I know it's mixed at least, but does that have to be mastered?
It doesn't necessarily need to be like. There's kind of like I don't know. There's like a back and forth on it. I've heard plenty of tracks that were too quiet, like way too quiet, that they get used still. But there's a rumor that usually when editors, the people who are editing the show, like putting the pieces of the show together and stuff, that if the track is too quiet and they don't get that, they're not going to feel that energy of it. So usually they try to make it a little bit louder. But you don't need to do anything crazy. Like you can use like Lander or something like that to quickly master, or just put like a quick limiter on it or something like that and boost it a few dB. Something I do is that I use FL Studio's multi-band compressor, the one that comes stock, and there's a preset on there that's called negative 2.4 or something like that dB. And basically what it does is it raises it like 2.4 dB, so it makes it louder. And yeah, it's something that Nick Mara uses from Internet Money. I've seen him use it, so that's what I started doing, and it makes your tracks louder. So it doesn't need to be nothing crazy. As long as you mix it, get it at a good volume, they can hear it in their laptop or they can hear it in their AirPods. If it sounds good in your AirPods, that's perfect. That's a perfect reference. Mm-hmm.
So right now I just have the company's bookmark on my laptop, and I haven't submitted anything yet because I wanted to send off good beats.
For sure. If you want to send me the beats that you were trying to send to as well, let me know. Like send them over to my email. I'll listen to them as well, and I'll give you like notes or anything that you need. If you want. Because one of the jobs that I had when I worked for the music library as well was I was approving the people who were coming into the library. Like they were sending me all the examples. Like we would get tons and tons of people submitting every day, and basically it would be based off like, is this guy going to provide something that we're missing in our library, or are they up to par with the other people we have. Like we have people who, you know, are making stuff for like
Yeah.
Lecrae and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's about finding your lane. Like right now, a big lane I feel like that most people aren't taking advantage of that I'm seeing is drill beats and stuff. Like I'm not saying that you need to go up straight up and make drill beats or anything like that, but like there's just different pockets of opportunity. There's so many different styles of, you know, hip hop music, R&B, whatever you specialize in. So, yeah, feel free to send me whatever, and I'll let you know.
So I know different styles. So beats with maybe, let's say, no claps instead of claps. I have bongos, or just really switching things up, kind of crazy. Do you think that works also, or you gotta be in a certain pocket?
Yeah. So when you're trying to visualize a track, you got to understand that like they don't want anything that's too distracting. So they don't want anything. I think I explained this in the course too as well. They don't want anything crazy as far as like leads that are just super distracting. So as long as you have like rhythm in there, something that's driving the track, that's fine. That's perfect. If it's
Okay.
like, you know, feel free to experiment with congos, stuff like that, bongo, like any type of percussion, that stuff works really
Right.
well because it just drives the track. It sounds different. It's more, you know, a lot of people just go forward to the floor and just do like simple beats, but like when you add variety and like just give it a different groove, that's when you really find your lane. That's when you really stick out. That's editor's gonna hear that like compared to other tracks that just sound the same to them, and they're gonna choose that one because it sticks out.
So do you ever talk on your tracks or rap on it or sing or anything like that?
I'll have rappers on it. I don't rap. I don't sing or anything like that. But I'll have rappers get on it, and
Okay.
those pay more. The songs that have vocals on it pay way more than just with the instrumentals.
Okay. Okay.
So if you have a rapper friend and or if you rap yourself, that's an
A lot
incentive.
of them. Okay. Yeah, definitely a lot of them. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good incentive, man. Like they're all like that's a really big way to get in because a lot of artists are really not that good as far as for television, to be honest. Or they just don't have the talent, I feel like. But like that's like saying like they're really not talented, you know, because you can be decent or even good and get a lot of placements, man, with an artist on there. So you don't have to do anything crazy, man. It's a good lane.
That's what's up. I know you said also too in the video, you said no sound effects. So I know sometimes we might have like a dog, not a dog bark, but like you get the hey, like the hey, hey, things like that, or grunts or things like that. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Like the chants and stuff like that. Yeah, those are fine.
Correct.
When you send those tracks though, have a stem. Make a stem with like a no hey, like a no, call it like no background vocal. Because sometimes those tracks will not get used. I've seen tracks that had that in there and they don't have a stem, and that track won't get used for the simple fact that they're saying like hey in the background and it's distracting to like the dialogue that's going on. So just use it tastefully, but yeah, there's a lot of people like a lot of people use it. Like a lot of people use that stuff.
Wow. I can't wait to start, to be honest.
Yeah, man. Like if you already have the drive, I can see like you're gonna kill it for sure. Like you're asking like really good questions. I feel like, and you're getting yourself like ready to really be able to take over.
Yeah, definitely. That's the goal. I know like a lot of people that make beats around me. Like I said, I started and I gave up because I felt like I wasn't as good as them. And over time, I just I learned certain things, and I'm putting it in the beats now.
That's dope, man. Are you uploading your beats to like BeatStars or like YouTube or anything like that at the moment?
I'm not. It's all on my computer.
Okay, dope. That's dope, man. So you're gonna be ready. If you have stuff that's ready, you know that you already have like 10 tracks in a similar style, you can definitely send that if you didn't send anywhere else. You know, like don't be afraid to do that. Just make it fit for TV. Adding that sting, like I talked about in the course and stuff like that. Just adding those little things that are suitable for TV will get you a long way.
Okay, definitely. Okay. Let me see. Okay, as far as bass, I know like the bass going real hard. Do they matter? Does that matter?
Not too much. I mean, as long as it's not like, you know, like the XXX Tentacion, like the Look at Me type of vibe with the distorted bass is just too much. As long as it's not like that, you're good. Like I have 808s in my tracks all the time.
Okay.
And I mean, to be honest though, if you think about TV, if you're watching TV, you really can't really hear bass that much. So if your 808's hitting through the TV, then that's good. You know, that you don't have to worry about. As long as it's just not too distorted. You know, too much distortion is not good.
Okay. Definitely. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm excited because it's crazy how I even came about this because I was actually looking at trying to buy music royalties. I was on the royalty exchange
Oh
site.
yeah, okay.
And I was talking to the guy had signed up for it and everything. I was just like, I need to do something that can make money. I can do it like one time and it makes money over time and in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
And then somehow I came across this. I don't know how that happened. So I put in making music or beats for TV, and there was really nobody talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
But you was like the first person that they popped up.
Oh snap! So, that's dope to know. Actually, I didn't even know that. So you just randomly just searched it and it came up like on YouTube or something?
Correct.
Oh, that's dope, man. That's good to know. Yep. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do, man. Is like I was kind of lost as far as like what lane I wanted to take. If I wanted to do like the beat selling thing online, and I'm trying it, and it's not going as well as I want. But like I had 6 years of experience doing this stuff for TV, and I still make music for TV, and like you know, it makes good money, man. Like you can definitely live off this. It takes a little while to compound. Like maybe it takes like 3 to 4 years to really start seeing some good checks. But this stuff is easily live comfortably off of. There's people I know who are making. I'm not there yet, but like easily like over $100,000, $200,000 off this stuff, and they've just been doing it for a good amount of time. So, you know, it takes years, but it compounds over time. And you're thinking about the tracks you do now are going to pay you, you know, in the next years to come. So I'm glad that you picked up the course, man. I really appreciate it. And as far as the course, like, is there anything I could have done better on? Like anything that you didn't like about it? Or anything that like, what did you like about it? What did you not like about it?
I think I always went into more detail, always.
Okay.
I know with the second course, you're going to bring more information out. That was like to get the course just to get started, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But it was. I like how it was straight to the point, and you just brought information. You didn't just prolong anything. You just got to the point.
For sure, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I could definitely do that. I think that when I made it, I was trying to think of like, what would a person need to know? And then after I made it, I was like, there's so much more stuff that I definitely can dig into. And I was starting to get questions about different things, like how to format and stuff. So I was like, you know what? If I just make a whole course on just how to actually set up the beats, it would go a long way for people, because they'll be able to take that and get, you know, placements even faster. So yeah, that next course, I'm definitely going to take, you know, your insight and use it. And I'm wrapping it up this week, so I should have it out by the end of next week, the latest. But I'll send it to you when it's polished and done, probably like early next week.
That's what's up. Appreciate that too.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want more information about the Sync Licensing Gems Volume 1, it is in the description below. As I mentioned in this video, I will have Sync Licensing Volume 2 done very soon. I'm actually in the works of finishing recording it. Super hyped about this one because in this course, I'm going to be breaking down the actual tracks that I make. I have the templates of the actual tracks, and you'll see me show my screen and how I actually format my beats, as well as templates that you can download in the actual course as well. So super hyped about that one. If you're trying to get more information about that, be sure to join the email list. And the link below, you'll see a link to join the email early bird list for Sync Licensing Gems Volume 2. This is your boy Scalab Zero. Thanks for watching, and I'm out.